Oh yeah.
King of the hill.
You know how we also have like a special little ability now, right?
Oh, they gave up for a minute.
He's able
They were up there fighting. So I was looking at that thinking it's -0, but it's 0.2. so I guess it is below 0. Happy Tuesday. So there's only a few little ducks standing. They have really, we call it rotting snow here because it's not melting. It's just the dryness in the air just disintegrates things. And yeah, it was windy yesterday, so a bunch of them took a dive. I figured Bean would eat them. She didn't. I'm off to work. Dropping Mary off at the airport, and I think the sun is in the right position today. We'll see if I can get a video of this arch. Oh, look at that. It works. It's supposed to represent the aurora. Oh my gosh, my brain. Oh, I can't get him. Oh, there. Bean's like, what the heck? Why is he hauling his door? There was an ambulance or a fire truck that went by. Happy spring. I missed it. It was 3 below this morning and I didn't get a video of it. This is an odd time for me to be home, but my first one canceled. I've not been caught with a cancellation in a long time. So the girls have been pretty good about, keeping my schedule full. But this week it kind of hit me on a hard week because I have 3 half-an-hour massages this week. And I told them to talk to me when that happens because, if I can put those 2 half-an-hours on the same day and then, squeeze that into an hour slot, I would be much better off because if I only have somebody for half an hour, it's not a full, change out and clean of the, the bedding and all that stuff. You change it out, but it's because I'm only like working on shoulders. I just put down a bottom sheet. I don't have top sheet and blankets and all the lotions and creams and stuff like that. It's different. So, I can do them back to back, like 10 minutes apart or something, instead of the 20-minute cleaning time in between. So, yeah, I don't get paid if people don't show up. So, when I had those 2 half hours and now this person missing, that's like missing 2 whole massages. It's a lot of money. But it is what it is. I account for it. Mary and I were talking about, the pay because they get consistent pay unless she takes days off. I know Tyler's on salary, so his pay is consistent. But Mine is not. I'm at the mercy of medical, so I get paid when I get paid. Like this week, I have 2 auto claims, and sometimes they don't pay those auto claims until the claim has been complete. So it could be months. I actually had one auto claim one time that was somebody was actually suing somebody else. So I didn't get paid for that. That was like a couple $1,000s, and I didn't get paid for that until 3 years down the road. But like I said, I know this happens and I account for that. It's a little bit different. Yeah, it's spring. Happy spring equinox. First day of spring. And this one, there has been so many birds chirping outside. He's just been really, really loud. Really loud. I mean, he's just talking to be talking right now. But, yeah, then like later in the afternoon today, he can hear those birds through the windows. When I come in the house, I cannot hear them. You can hear them clearly when you're outside. But when I come in, I can't hear them. But he can. As he's tuned to that. I wonder how far they can hear each other. So. Okay. Somebody reminded me about taxes. I got my taxes Monday, and I have to figure out everything that I got for the YouTube channel for last year and get all those receipts together and number that all up for my accountant. And I guess I should do that while I got some time. Oh, really? Wow. As many jets as we have buzzing around here, I hardly ever see jet trails. That was kind of interesting to see when I came out the door. But happy spring. This is what our first day of spring looks like. It's still like maybe 3 above 0. Brr. Oh, goodness. Time to go to work. It's lunchtime. Hear all the birds? And things are melting. I would have the dogs out here, but I think they're sleeping because they weren't barking when I came up. They weren't used to me leaving late. I kind of threw their time off. Those are some big icicles. And they've been dripping in the ground, too. So the reason why I've been weighing myself every day instead of just once a week is so that way I can get an idea of what foods are messing up my stomach and, sleep and everything else. There I am. So it's a different time of day than when I normally weigh myself. So, it's lunchtime. I normally weigh myself in the morning. And I should have weighed myself from the beginning because I know I've lost like 10 pounds already in, a little over 2 weeks. Darn it. I didn't have the scale. I should have just got on the Wii. But, yeah, there you go. We'll keep doing it. You guys keep me accountable. My goodness, waterfalls. You gotta don't have my slippers on. And you got like water everywhere. And one day last week I had this on top of some yogurt. And don't judge me, the lemons are still here. But yeah, I had this on top of some yogurt and it about tore my stomach apart. You know, and it's clean. It's, you know, really clean. But, you know, when you're doing keto, they don't want you to do any seeds or nuts or, you know, I mean, certain nuts are okay. I forget which ones, like macadamia nuts or I don't know. But, yeah, you know, it's got chocolate liqueur in there and cocoa butter, coconut sugar. But, you know, it's got, if you're doing the keto conversions, it's got 0 net carbs because of the fiber in it. You know, so it's crazy. I mean, I used to do great with seeds, flaxseed and chia seed. They used to fill me up, and now they don't. And now they bloat me and make my stomach hurt really bad. So like I said, I've been having a protein shake in the morning and a protein shake, which is the collagen, the vital proteins and the orgain. I've been having those for breakfast and lunch because I'm trying to get the protein in. Extra collagen is going to help me. But today I feel kind of shaky. So I think I'm going to have some eggs for lunch instead. So I usually cook 5 eggs and, you know, one and a half goes to the dogs. Because they sit there and beg from me while I'm eating my eggs. But that's what I'm going to have today. And then I really honestly don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. Because I don't have anything cooked. Maybe some more eggs. I spent a lot of money getting the car washed this time of year. Bring on the sun, though. So now that I've been doing video in 4K, I spend most of my time waiting. Waiting for things to load. Is it too long? It's Friday. Do I look like it's a Friday? I went to a talk here in town last night, and it was kind of heavy. It was very eye-opening. I've been wondering about a lot of things. It was about, you know, trafficking and, you know, the statistics and, you know, what people are doing in Alaska. I don't know if you follow Leg Life, you might know a lot of this, but they're opening up a coffee shop down in Anchorage to support the survivors of trafficking. And you know, it was a lot of the companies, it's bright outside. It was a lot of the companies that work with the traffic people, trying to rehab them and, you know, so that way they can live a normal life. But yeah, the statistics, oh gosh, it's so scary, so flippin' scary. But anyways, I couldn't sleep last night, and it wasn't because of the talk. You know, you think that would be on my mind, but I had an inkling. I knew a lot of the statistics already, you know, because I actually looked up a lot of things when I went to move here, because the oh, what do I want to say it? The criminal rates here in Alaska are very high. They're very, very high, you know, per capita. And most of it's because of the drugs and the trafficking, and it's very skewed, very skewed. So it's a thing. But yeah. Anyways, enough about that. But in the 20 minutes it takes for me to upload all of those clips and pictures and stuff now, because I'm doing everything in 4K, I could have had a good portion of my editing, everything loaded into the program for editing, and it's kind of slowing me down. I don't like it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to figure out a different way of doing it, to do it when I have time at night or something, like let it go on its own, when I'm doing something else. But anyways, the dogs are waiting at the door.
It's warm out there. Don't you want to stay outside? Oh my gosh, your windows are filthy. I figured you'd want to stay out in the sun. It's nice and warm out there today. Heck, it's 22 degrees in the shade. If you noticed, all the ducks are gone. They got really melty. They're laying on the ground. I'm surprised Bean didn't eat them. I'm talking about you.
I think there's a smudgy on my camera. But yeah, so thank goodness I'm not going anywhere or doing anything tonight. I'm looking at my computer. The boxes, opening up the viewer boxes and stuff. That was good that I had that video. I left from over there because the bird was tweeting. I come over here and Bean gets a squeaky toy. I can't win. I really can't. It's real, guys. But yeah, so I don't have anything to do Friday night here. So thank goodness I can sit around and edit. Because Saturday night we have that fundraiser that we're going to go to for Refuge Coffee. So I think it's refugecoffee.org. I'll put something here. If you feel inclined, you can go to their website and donate. And, they're getting close to having all the funds that they need to get opened. And I want them opened because we'll be down there. They're hoping to open Easter weekend, and we'll be down there the weekend after Easter. So I'm hoping that they'll be open and ready and clear to go by the time we get down there, because I would really like to go. And, we are always up for new coffee shops. So, yeah. And, Heather and I will actually be staying in Anchorage because we'll be going to the Comic-Con. Mary's like, oh, well, you could stay with Tyler's mom. And I was really debating it, but then I have to drive back and forth. And I don't want to drive back and forth between Palmer and Anchorage, because we're going to do 2 days at the Comic-Con. And, so we'll be doing things in Anchorage. And this Airbnb is actually right in Midtown. So that'll be fun. So watch for that. That'll be a little bit over a month. And we'll be doing that. That'll be the first drive down to Anchorage. And we'll be driving down. And I don't know if I'm going to take Mary with me or not. I asked her if she wants to drive down. She'd probably have to take Monday off, because if she worked on Monday, she couldn't work from the road. We'd be driving, because we're going to be driving back on Monday. So she'd either have to take Monday off or fly back. That would be kind of interesting if she flew back at night. We'd make it back and then pick her up from the airport. Take us 6 hours to drive back and her 45 minutes on an airplane. Oh, life in Alaska. So, yeah. So
that'll be almost a month earlier than we went last year. And that's the earliest. Last year we went down over Memorial Day, and that's the earliest we had gone down in a long time. So I'd be curious to see what the weather is going to be like. And I'm praying that it stays nice and we don't have snow or freezing rain or whatever, because my tires are not the best right now. I'm going to have to get new Blizzaks for this coming winter. And I don't know, I should probably, no, because I like to get them changed out at Costco. I really need new rims, so that way I have a second set of rims and I don't have to worry about somebody changing them out for me. Yeah. We'll see. I was thinking I could maybe get them on sale someplace, since it's off season. So we'll see. My ears have been like itchy lately. If you see me doing this a lot, I think all winter they've been kind of itchy and it's just dry probably. Okay. I'm going to go. This has still got 7 more minutes. I'm not going to talk to you for 7 more minutes. I'll just figure out something to do. I'm going to go do the dishes. Bye for now. So it's Saturday morning. I had somebody cancel. These doors are chained. They are chain locked. It says they're supposed to be open from 6 to 1 on Saturday. Apparently they're not. Well, hello. It's a little bit of a different angle. But I didn't want to blind you with the sun. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with our post office. I know, they've had issues. They've had really big issues. On Saturday, there are people working in the post office, but the counter is not open. So they don't have people to monitor the lobby area. And that's what, I quit going on Saturdays because that's when I run into problems inside there. And apparently they've got more problems than they're letting people know because they, chain the doors. The doors are actually chained so people can't, break in or push the doors open. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, so my first one this morning thought his appointment was a little bit later. It's not like he canceled at the last minute. It was a confusion thing. So I didn't have a person, but my next 2 weren't confirmed. So I call, now our system, I worry because our system lets people know 2 days ahead of time when their appointment is instead of the day before. So sometimes when people, they get notice 2 days ahead of time, then they don't remember, I got some flighty patients, they're like my age, or, not thinking right. And, any time anymore, I make sure I put everything in my calendar so that way it blings me, But, yeah, so they call and confirm my next 2 people, thank goodness. But, yeah, it's just been a really odd week. And I'm a stress eater. When I was younger and I got stressed, I didn't eat. So sometimes I didn't eat for 2 days, and then I start getting fainty and, my blood sugar would go way down and, because I was young and I was going, I needed the nutrition. But, yeah, but now as I'm older, I get stressed out and I eat. And when I am not
working, or, I don't have patience enough to pay my bills, then, I'll stress eat. Money is the big thing. That's the big thing that really stresses me out. I think I can handle just about any other stress, but money is something that, I need to get a control of, and it was easy to be out of control with, Mary in the house. But like I said, with, 3 incomes, we were very well off. But now that we're just going to be me and Heather, we're going to have to watch our P's and Q's. And we can do it. We can do it. I just need to get everything on like a, QuickBooks type of program or something. Somebody had sent me this Budget Mom thing, and I actually like that. I like the way that she does things. So I'm going to look more into that, because I do ledger. That's basically what she does. She kind of ledgers everything out. And, but there's things on there that I don't have completely ledgered. Like some of the Roku stuff I don't have, and then it'll hit me on a yearly, like the Hallmark Channel that's yearly, and I just don't have it budgeted out. But I need to have a different category for stuff like that. But sorry, the sun is moving if you see me. There. There, now that's better. Yeah, so do any of you budget? Do you use a program? Is there something that you like? I'm familiar with QuickBooks because I used it for my business when I owned my massage school in Michigan. So I'm familiar with using that. My accountant actually had me use it because that way she could do my taxes better. But yeah, I thought about the Dave Ramsey stuff, but it's expensive and it's kind of spammy. They want you to do their other programs and stuff. Yeah. So any other suggestions out there? All right. I guess I should go inside and wait for my next person. I ran over to Sipping Streams and I got my matcha. And speaking of budget, I don't know how long she's running it, because you'll probably see this tomorrow on Sunday. But she's they're doing at Sipping Streams, buy $100 gift card and get one free. So $200 for, a $100 gift card. And I am pretty sure that's online too. So, if you buy her teas or use her website, you might want to run over there before they all disappear. But, I wish I had more money. I only bought, $100, so $200 in gift cards. So I wish I had more money because, that's half off. And, I go there all the time. I like my matcha. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Where'd they go? Over on the other side. Dang, I can never get them fighting on this hill. They like play King of the Hill. It's so crazy. Now they look all worn out.